What's going on, everybody? It's Loaded Clips. I'm back with another video for you guys, man. Today is a special one. Today we're gonna be talking about home defense in this video. This is a very important video, I feel, so we're gonna be talking all about it and hopefully answer some common questions about home defense. All right, so let's talk about it. First, of course, if you're here, if you're watching the video, go ahead and drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, comment down below, all that good stuff. It will really help out the channel, help me out, help support what we're doing over here. I would greatly appreciate that for each and every one of you that do. Thank you guys for rocking with the video so far, but without further ado, let's get right into it, man. So when talking about home defense, right? If you're not a gun owner, if you're looking to buy, your first gun or a home defense gun and you're not really sure which way to go, this video is for you, all right? So let's talk about having a pistol, having a shotgun, or having a rifle at home for your home defense gun. Which one is the best? Which one makes the most sense? What are the pros and cons? What should I do? I don't know, I'm lost. Help me. Hey, calm down. Don't worry. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. All right? Let's jump right to it, right? So obviously, if you're new to guns or if you don't have a gun and you're thinking you need to get something to protect your home, probably the first thing that's gonna come to your mind is a pistol, right? Something along these lines. This is a 9mm Canik TP9 Elite SC. My baby, all right? But it's clear, unloaded, But you're probably gonna be thinking to get a pistol, right? And for good reason, right? It's very common. There's a lot of good things about a pistol. So let's talk about some of the pros of having a pistol in your home. Main pro is it's versatile, right? You can do a lot with the pistol. You can keep it on your bedside. You can keep it at home. You can carry it with you as an everyday carry weapon. You can do a lot of things with it, because it's small, it's compact for the most part, and it doesn't have to. It's very easy to move around. So you can do a lot of things with it. It doesn't have to be a one-purpose gun. It can kind of be a jack of all trades type of thing. So that's a major pro for a lot of people in having a pistol as their first gun or their main home defense gun. Another pro is that you have a decent magazine capacity with guns. So most commonly in most pistols these days or modern handguns, you're gonna get anywhere from 10 to 11 rounds all the way up to maybe 17, maybe even 19 rounds, depending on what type of gun you have, what size. It could carry a really good amount of rounds, and obviously the more rounds that you can keep in your gun, the better, because you have more opportunities to defend yourself, should the worst come to worst. And for the most part, everybody really knows how to work a pistol, right? Of course, we've all seen pistols in movies and stuff like that. People generally know what a pistol looks like and how you work it. You pull the slide back and you pull the trigger. That's generally, most people can grasp that concept and know how to work a pistol. So I'd say that that's a pro for the pistol. Now, the only con I'd say there is to having a pistol as your primary home defense gun is that, contrary to popular belief, it's not that easy to be accurate and on target for most people on pistols. If you're talking about like outside of like 5 to 10 feet, for most people, if you're not really using your gun that much, it's actually very difficult to be accurate and get shots on target, especially in a stressful, high pressure situation. You got the blood pumping, your heart beating super fast, somebody just kicked down your door, you don't know what's going on, you pull, you're trying to figure out what's going on and who to aim at, who to shoot. It can be very difficult to really perform effectively with the handgun, because you only have one, maybe two hands on the pistol. Two hands better, of course, to get more control over it, but you don't really have any other support aside from that. And then you also have these sights to work with that you got to line up. And if you're not practicing with your gun or going to the range often, even if you are in a tense situation, it's not easy to get shots on target. That's why you see so often in real life. Not talking about in the movies, guys. I'm talking about in real life. In real life, any type of shootings that happen, whether it be with police or, people shooting on the streets, rarely do people actually hit what they're aiming at, right? So it's like, don't believe the hype, don't believe the myths. You got to train and be proficient with your gun in order if you're really trying to hit something. But moving on from that, we talked enough about the pistols. Let's talk about the shotguns now. Should you get a shotgun? And I'm not gonna answer that. I'm gonna let you answer it. But here's some information, right? Let's talk pros, right? You got your shotgun. This is a Mossberg shotgun right here. We all know that sound. But should you keep a shotgun, right? And there's one pro to keeping a shotgun in your house, and that's stopping power. Shotguns have a lot of stopping power. You hit somebody with the shotgun, I promise you, they're not getting back up. All right, that's what you want to happen or not. Hey, look, I'm gonna leave that up to you. But just know that if you hit somebody with this 12 gauge shotgun, the chances of them getting up, slim to none. All right. But that's the main pro, and obviously that's a good thing, because if someone is, breaking into your home or trying to cause you harm, obviously you'll want to stop the threat. That's the main goal, stopping the threat. So that's a good thing. But there's also some negatives about this, right? And the main few cons that you're gonna run into is, one, with the shotgun, you're generally limited on the amount of ammo that you can carry in these. So like most shotguns, like this one in particular, you can only fit 5 rounds in this tube. Some maybe one more, some maybe a little bit less, depending on if it's shorter, but this is, say, can only hold 5 rounds. So you only got 5 shots, and if that's all you need, then that's cool. But if you're dealing with a situation where there's, there may be multiple attackers or anything like that, and you gotta, try and hit a lot of people. And another misconception about shotguns too is that people think you don't have to aim with shotguns for some reason. And let me just tell you, this is real life, it's not a video game. You absolutely do have to aim when using a shotgun, right? You can't just point and shoot and then you'll just hit whatever. That's not how this works, guys. Real life. but no, you obviously, the more rounds that you can carry in your gun, the better, just because, like I said, you have more opportunities to defend yourself. So that's a con. Another con, they're big. This gun is very long. So if you're trying to move around your house, quietly, sneakily, like, look how long this is. If you're trying to ease up on a corner or something, unless you practice clearing corners in your house or whatever, what kind of madman are you? It's very long. It's not the easiest to maneuver with, right? So that's something to keep in mind. And also, recoil is heavy on these shotguns, right? So you have to think about it, right? A home defense gun is the gun that's going to be defending your home should worst come to worst, right? So you have to think about not only yourself, but who else is in your home? Who else might have to use this gun? If you handle guns pretty often and you feel like you can handle this, that's great. But let's say you live with a girlfriend or a wife or whatever who may be smaller, maybe not as experienced with guns. They have to grab this thing and then have to use it, and then it's a lot of kick to this, so they might not be able to handle it as well as you can. So it just may not be the best option for most people, right? But if it works for you, it works for you. Like I said, I'm not here to make that decision for you. I'm just here to give you the information, all right? Moving on. Lastly, let's talk about rifles, right? So here I have a rifle. This is my AR-15. This is actually chambered in .300 Blackout, but most commonly it'll be a 5.56 223. This is an AR-15 pistol because it's a short barrel, so it's a pistol technically. You see a brace right there. Should you have a rifle, right? Let's talk about it. So obviously, some pros of having a rifle are going to be ammo capacity. That's gonna be the main pro for me, because you get 30 round magazines for the most part. There are some states where you can't have 30 round magazines. California, I'm looking at you. Anyways, but most people who own an AR or a rifle are gonna have 30 round magazine, right? So you can have 30 rounds loaded in here ready to go. And again, I can't say this enough, but the more rounds you can carry, the more opportunities that you have to defend yourself. So more equals better. More equals life. But yeah, that's a major pro when you're dealing with rifles. Another pro is they're lightweight, right? So this is not a heavy gun at all. It looks larger than, obviously it's larger than a pistol, or a handgun, I should say. It's larger than a handgun. But it's lightweight, it's easy to maneuver, it's not super long like the shotgun was. I can keep this within relatively close to my body and still maneuver with it pretty easily. You can put a lot of attachments on here, which you can also do with the pistol. I have this set up, you know, kind of how I want to have it set up. But it's easy to maneuver with throughout the house should you have to do something like that. So that's definitely a bonus. And it also has good stopping power. So whatever rounds that you have in your rifle, like I said, 5.56 or 2.23 is going to be the most common calibers. Mine is 300 Blackout, which it's same thing, a lot of stopping power. If you hit someone with the rifle round, they're gonna feel it, much more so than a pistol round. And that's important because another common misconception is that people think that if you shoot somebody like with a pistol, like a 9mm or something, right? You hit them one time, they're just gonna go down and they're gonna be out of the fight or whatever. And that's again just not how it works. Like, most people from real life experience can tell you that if someone gets hit with a pistol round, they're still moving. Like, they're not just falling down, they're still moving around, especially if they may not all be in their right mind. They're still moving around trying to get done what they got to do. You have to hit them multiple times in order to get them down, which takes us back to, you know, obviously ammo capacity and stopping power and being able to hit your shots. Like, if you can't be accurate, then it don't matter. So that's something that you got to keep in mind. Stopping power is important when you're dealing with, you know, a defensive situation, and rifle is definitely going to be something that has that stopping power. Now, it's not all good. Of course, when we talk about stopping power with the rifle, we also want to talk about penetration, or over penetration rather, because if you're obviously a home defense situation, you're more than likely going to be home, and if you're firing shots with the rifle rounds tend to penetrate very heavily. So you just definitely want to be careful, right? Because you don't want a bullet to travel through some walls and end up somewhere where it's not meant to be, in a neighbor's house or in another room where somebody else might be. So you definitely want to be careful, be cautious, be aware of that. Also, make sure you're using the right ammunition to use inside the house, whether that be hollow point rounds or soft tip rounds, so to minimize as much penetration as possible. But those are some things that you want to keep in mind when defending your home. Accuracy is another pro that you have when dealing with the rifle, because they're extremely accurate, and aside from being accurate, they're just an easy platform to learn. So that's kind of like pistols as well, or handguns as well. They're easy to operate. A rifle is also very easy to operate. You put a rifle in someone's hands, you give them some basic direction, they're gonna be able to operate it. It's not hard at all, and there's not a lot of recoil either. So it's very easy to aim and hit whatever you're trying to aim at, because the platform was designed to be easy. It was designed to be easy, it was designed to be accurate. And that's exactly what it does. So in a situation where you need to be accurate, and in a home defense situation, you better want to be accurate. This is just a good platform to go with, especially if you have a red dot on here. Even better, because you can aim, look through that dot, and just hit your target. Let's see if y'all can see that dot. Actually, I don't think y'all gonna be able to see it. Nope, can't see it. Oh well. But these are extremely helpful. I would recommend a red dot if you have a rifle in the house. So yeah, accuracy, a big bonus to a rifle platform. Now, with all that being said, I'm gonna give you guys my personal choice for my go-to home defense gun. It's gonna be this AR pistol right here. Mainly for all the reasons that I discussed to you already. That, and I have a lot of time shooting ARs, and I just feel most comfortable with them, right? Like they're easy to use. They're like, I just like them personally. Like above all else, I just like them. I feel comfortable with it. It feels natural to me. So it's something I can just grab quickly and operate efficiently without really needing to think about it. Because like I said, in a home invasion or a home defense situation where, you know, adrenaline might be pumping, you know, it's very easy to get overwhelmed and make mistakes. So you want to be as proficient and have as much practice as possible on whatever choice that you make. Whether you do go with handgun or rifle, shotgun, whatever you want to do, whatever that choice is, you want to have practice with it, right? And I can't stress that enough, because if you don't practice with your guns, no matter what you use, it may not work out for you. You don't want to be in a situation where you have to try and learn something in a hurry or do something that you're not used to doing when in a situation that could cost you your life, right? So go down to the range, man. Get some practice in, because you never, we like to think this, but you never know when something like this may happen to you. And so you really do have to be prepared at any given moment to defend yourself. We always think it can never be us, or it won't never happen to me. But listen, man, at any given moment, it could be us. So you just got to be ready. So practice. Cannot stress that enough. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Hopefully I gave you guys some useful information. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I was entertaining. And hopefully you're still watching this video right now. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for leaving a like on the video, because I know you did. Why wouldn't you? Why would you be watching this and not leave a like on the video? That doesn't even make sense. So leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And yeah, I'm done with this one. I'll be back with more videos for sure, 100% fact. And I can't wait, man. I got a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff planned on the way. And stay tuned, because you will see it soon enough. All right. But that's it, man. Be safe, be smart, be blessed, and I will see you guys next time.